What's good, everybody? It's your boy Matthew Maley from MatthewMaley.com. Friday night, we're back on the couch, and it is time for another installment of Weekly Movie Review with yours truly. So this week, decided to change it up a little bit and officially do something I have not done before, and that is review an animated movie. I actually was really excited to see this movie when it first came out. It seems like it had some decent adult humor in it, and it did look pretty funny. So decided to finally bust out Rango, starring Johnny Depp, Isla Fisher, very quick part by Timothy Oliphant, Alfred Molina. Mind you, these are all the voices of, sorry, didn't say that, and a couple other smaller known voices, if you will. But it follows the story of the lead character is a chameleon named Rango. At least he becomes named Rango. It is the story of this chameleon who, through a travel misfortune while driving down the freeway, is cracked out of his cage and narrowly survives getting across the rest of the freeway, at which point he travels through a very barren, very dark desert until he stumbles upon the very Old West style town of Dirt. Now, mind you, this town of Dirt is inhabited by lizards of all shapes, sizes, and varieties, bunnies, warthogs, birds of multiple different varieties. It's kind of funny. The one character they're all scared of is the crow, but there's multiple other pretty decent-sized birds in the village. Is the hawk. One of those little, funny things. Like, it was funny to see the dynamic of how certain animals were certain things. Gila monsters, horny toads, regular frogs, bats, really, you name it. If it was in the vermin community and or amphibian and or reptile, it was probably in this movie at some point. But it was fun. I like animated movies for that reason, because you don't have to. It doesn't have to make sense. We don't have to know why in one scene they're essentially using a javelina as a cart, even though the javelina's about 1/3 the size of a normal javelina. Yet later on in the movie, they're friends with things that would be even bigger than javelinas. But we won't get into that. But whatever. That's, like I said, what's fun about it. But it essentially follows the story of this lizard who, in his search to kind of be cool and liked by everybody, he pretends to be this Wild West gunslinger from the far west and essentially pledges to save this town. Well, in the Old West communities, commonly known as Dirt, apparently nobody has money. The currency is actually water. Makes sense. Town's called Dirt. So most of the actual storyline follows Rango's attempt to protect and or save and or recover or add to the water supply of the city while keeping the city afloat. That was a really bad pun, and I did not even mean to do it. I apologize for that. That was really bad. Wow, I just said keep the city afloat. That was bad. Sorry, I digress. Oof, I wish I could edit. I wish I edited my videos just to cut that out of there, because that was so corny. Thumbs up if you thought it was corny. That's the first time I've asked for thumbs up, so hopefully y'all hook me up. Anyway, but I digress. But essentially, it just follows the storyline of the new sheriff as he attempts to fight off certain bad varmin and reptiles and amphibians while saving the good ones. And overall, it was a cute movie, honestly. It was exactly what I was expecting it to be. I will say, anybody who's a parent out there, there was a lot of violence in it. Like, a lot of people getting bodied. Like, the main bad guy is a snake with a Gatling gun for a rattler. It's kind of gangster, in all honesty, but it might be something you want to, look at. There were a lot of deaths, to be quite honest. There were things being crushed. There were things being shot. There were things flying into very stationary objects and bursting into flames. So there was a hefty amount of violence. It was a PG movie, so I guess that's to be expected. And there was a decent amount of adult humor, which that's really what I'm there for. I won't front. I like cartoons. I like animated movies, but I also like having that element of of adult humor. It's probably why three of my favorite shows are all cartoons. 3 of my favorite shows are all cartoons. Archer, amazing. Boondocks, even better. And South Park, as good. I won't say even better than Boondocks. Boondocks is good. But I just enjoy animated shit. So it was definitely fun. You know, like I said, it gives you that chance to kind of, you know, zone out for a little while and have a good time with the movie. So I liked it. I know it's boring. I'm back to 3.5 stars, but yes, I'm back to 3.5 stars. We had a little bit of break, and now I'm back. It's almost unfair to even give it 3.5 stars because then that's just the standard above average movie. It was a good, you know, cartoon movie. So, I mean, I could see myself giving it 4 stars, but at the end of the day, it's still just a cartoon movie. I can't bring myself to do that when I've given actual, real, good, well-done movies 4 stars. So, I won't say it was as good as some of my more favorite ones, which would be Monsters, Inc., which I loved. I thought that was great. It definitely was not as good as that, or as good as Finding Nemo, which I also loved. Yes, those are 2 that I have in the collection. This is not one that will be added to the collection, let's put it that way. There definitely were some funny things. I definitely laughed. I definitely enjoyed my hour and however long. It was a lot of fun, but you know, it is what it is. It's something to kill time with. If you have a little young niece or nephew, or if you're just a grown-up nerd like me who enjoys watching cartoons, I assume that's probably what, you know, classifies me as a nerd at this point, but whatever. I like cartoons, so sue me. But anyway, just wanted to give my review of Rango, starring the voice of Johnny Depp, most importantly. But let me know what you guys think. Did you like the movie? Did you hate it? Do you think it's corny that I'm doing this review for a child's movie and should go more, you know, R and PG-13 movies instead? Let me know. Or if you have another movie that you want me to review, hit me up in the comments or send me a personal message here on YouTube or on Facebook or on Twitter, and we'll go from there. So once again, Matthew Maley for MatthewMaley.com. Of course, if you're up on YouTube right now, I would love it if you liked, commented, and subscribed to my channel, as well as check out my other videos, and hey, do the same to those if you have some time to kill and about 160 videos of watching that you don't mind to do. So if you want to, I'd love that. Push my views up. Of course, if you're up on Facebook, like me at Matthew Maley Poker. If you're on Twitter, follow me at Matthew Maley. Like I said, I'm always on MatthewMaley.com. So once again, Friday night, on the couch, weekly movie review. It's your boy. Peace out, y'all. Have a great weekend.